December 9, 2024 at 6 p.m. at Lake Joy Primary School. And at this time, if you will please silence your cell phones. We will begin our meeting with a moment of silence to reflect on our individual and collective thoughts and actions as we strive to make a positive impact on our school district. So a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Our pledge tonight will be led by Mr. Brian Upshaw, so please stand and join us as we say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. First of all, thank you to Dr. Sonia Keeper. I'm not sure if she's in here. Oh, there she is. Looking around. Principal of Lake Joy Primary School. Thank you to you and your staff for your gracious hospitality, for the beautiful lanterns. These are so special. We need to get to take one of these home, so it's very, very kind and very thoughtful of you to present us with that tonight, and for hosting the meeting tonight. Okay, I'm not very good at saying goodbyes, but anyway, as most of you know, tonight is Mr. Brian Upshaw's last meeting with us, and we are indeed so grateful for his many years that he spent on the board. He will be remembered by me for his skilled knowledge, his practical experience, and most of all, his measured approach to decision making when we've had some difficult decisions to make. So we are so grateful for your years on this board, and we will miss you, but we will certainly know that we can look forward to seeing you in the future. So thank you, Mr. Upshaw, for your service. At this time, I will turn it over to Dr. Scott, who will lead tonight's recognitions for Mr. Upshaw.
Since 2014, Brian Upshaw has faithfully served the students and families of Houston County as Board of Education representative for District 7. His term will come to an end this month, but we know that he will always be a great friend and advocate for public education in Houston County. Today, we would like to present him with a plaque, and that plaque reads, presented to Mr. Brian Upshaw, in grateful appreciation for your leadership, vision, and years of service dedicated to the Houston County Board of Education and the children of Houston County. Board Member District 7, August of 2014 to December 2024. So Brian, would you come forward? Crafted by the Fab Lab and etched with a picture of the district office. This is to remember your time and the many, many meetings held in the building. On behalf of the board members, executive cabinet, and all of Houston County, thank you for your many years of service. You will be missed, and I appreciate your friendship, your leadership, and all those other ships that you represent. Thank you.
Thank you. Like yesterday, looking at the pictures, for sure wasn't yesterday.
Mr. Johnson also has a...
Yeah, you can just stay right there and I'll just stand right here. But on behalf of your fellow board members, well, let me back up and say that I feel like you and I kind of got roped into this together, starting back in Sunday school with Toby Hill. He planted that seed a long time ago, and I know you and I talked about him a lot and miss him terribly, but he did a good thing when he planted the seed with you, and you have done a fabulous job, and you've been an awesome teammate to all of us on this board. So I speak for all of us when I say thank you, and you will be missed. Yeah.
So at this time, I'd ask that Megan Scholar from the Perry Area Chamber of Commerce to come forward and make a presentation.
All right, so Brian, don't get too comfortable because I'm jumping on the bandwagon here. But on behalf of the Perry Area Chamber of Commerce, our board of directors, and our education committee, we would also like to present you with a plaque to recognize you for all of your hard work and dedication for the Houston County School District and serving for your time. So we just wanted to bring you a small plaque as a memento of our appreciation of all of your hard work and dedication.
Okay, moving right along with our agenda. Our first item that we wanted to do, have a motion is number 4, Dr. Unruh, to adopt the agenda.
Madam Chairman, I move that we adopt the agenda as published. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and second to adopt the agenda as published. Any questions or comments regarding the agenda? And there being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved 7-0. Okay, the next item is item number 5, the minutes. Dr. Unruh.
And I move to approve the minutes from the previous meetings. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from our previous meetings. Any questions or comments or corrections before we vote? If there being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. And motion approved 7-0. All right. Our next item are board member comments, and Mr. Upshaw, you have the floor.
Well, as you said, I've got the floor, which is, if you know me, it's my least favorite thing about being a board member, having the floor. So, but like Lori said, it's been 10 years, and we had everybody here probably knows Dr. Hill. He had a gentle way of urging without you really realizing that he was urging you. So, fast forward 10 years, and hopefully, some of the common themes of his civic duty and giving back to community has shined through. And when we first started, didn't have a clue what I was doing, but luckily I've been hitched up with some good horsemen. I want to say thank you to everybody on this board, Dr. Crockett. I didn't know that you could cheat all the way up to the top of the board, but for about 5 years he's been handing me my paper and gave one to me tonight. What to do? I think 5 years ago he got tired of seeing me fumble through my notes and he just started printing them. I realized I could print them off the printer just as easy. I felt like I was cheating all the time. Thank you for the friendship. Thank you for your service and all that you do, John. When I think of you, I think of passion, I think of energy, and I think of reaching out, getting the job done. I just charge you to take that energy and continue this direction of this Board of Education that's going in the right path, and just using that energy to propel this board in the same direction it's been going. Rick seems at times, maybe like myself, a little reserved, a little quiet, but Rick hears every word and probably one of the wisest people on this board. I appreciate that wisdom, the years of knowledge and service that you give. I enjoy serving beside you. Helen, been here with you from the beginning. It's been a pleasure. You've been a constant leader amongst your own trying times. And if anybody can lead in the times that you've gone through, then you proved yourself a leader. And appreciate all that you've done. Let's get over you, Dr. Stevens. Go back. Lori, again, as you said, Dr. Hill kind of put us on the same trajectory, and it seems like yesterday that Hope and I went in here kind of strongly urging our fellow board members to hopefully see the same way we saw it. And I think I can speak for everybody here that we're glad that we all joined joined up and are on the same team. And I appreciate you pointing out my direction and sending me a text as well, letting me know where the meeting's at so I don't forget. I appreciate your friendship. And Mark, I want to say, you know, respected you ever since I watched the third football. Third football, run football, and even probably more importantly, respected you more when the little ones got to school. You watched after them. And to this day, they'll say your favorite teacher, there wasn't black, there wasn't a white. I appreciate that. Dr. Scott. So like yesterday, me, you and Hope were sitting, you know where? Taking a few jabs. But then when we got done jabbing, we all walked out. All knew we could work together on the same team and trust each other from that day forward. Never look back. Appreciate your leadership. I've said countless times that you're the smartest person in the room, and characters above reproach, and you've made this 10-year journey an easy ride. And, you know, there was 2 or 3 people early on that called me and thought I had lost my mind when I was going to run for board of education. Even one of them, I remember to this day, said, "I'll give you your money back if you just do not run for board of education." But I applaud you, your team, your successors for making this journey for us very easy. I appreciate your management, I appreciate your style, and I appreciate your friendship. Appreciate the fact that, you know, everything's going to change and you set it up for the future. I'm paraphrasing what you said one time. You don't have the luxury of naming your predecessor, but you want to give us the Bible option. You have done that. You set our community and our system in a fashion that we're going to continue to move forward based upon your management and all the procedures and policies you set in place, and we appreciate you for that. Appreciate your guidance all the way, and again, appreciate your character. Ricky, you're the next man up. Simple as that. You don't have any excuse. You got a great teacher, so I know everything's going to be, the future's going to be bright. We got Clyde's going to be a great member replacing me, and you know this board has been teamwork from last 10 years I can remember, and I know that it will continue the same. I guess lastly, I'll say thanks to my family. My mom was a teacher, 1959? Yeah. Teacher at C.B. Watson, came from Carroll, from Illinois. My father lived down here in the military, so she was C.B. Watson way back, so didn't think you'd be here tonight, I'm sure. 70, 60, 50 years ago. But thank you to my mom. Thank you for my daughter for coming here. Thank you for my son on the way to Auburn. He's always late like me, so he probably won't make the meeting. Thank you to my wife for putting up all those countless hours and telephone calls. Love you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yes, Madam Chair, I just want everybody to know if you're looking for a bit of holiday cheer, our schools have made many special events available for the whole family, from art shows to concerts to plays. There's something special happening almost every night through December the 19th. To view a complete list of those events, you can go to our website, and I know our students and staff would appreciate your support. Last month, Walt Disney World surprised the Houston County Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Jade Thomas, with a trip to Disney in recognition of her outstanding dedication to her students and her prior service as a Marine. They learned about Mrs. Thomas after seeing a local media story following the opening session in July. This surprise was captured by a Disney film crew and will air on Disney Christmas Parade and Holiday Special on ABC on December the 25th at 10 a.m. and will also stream on Disney Plus. So congratulations again to our Teacher of the Year, Ms. J. Thomas. The end of the first semester is almost here. The last day of school before the break is December the 20th, which is a half a day. Our faculty and staff will return on January the 3rd, and our students will return on January the 6th. I want to wish everyone a happy holiday season, and I hope our students and staff enjoy the Christmas season and return refreshed and ready for second semester.
Thank you, Dr. Scott. We will move along with our agenda now. We received the agenda over the weekend. We have our department reports. Are there any questions or comments regarding the reports from our board members? And thank you to all of those that work tirelessly to provide these for us each and every month. Okay, now we'll move on to our new business. Okay, the first item we have under our new business is a legislative delegation resolution. This is the first step in our process, and the first step is to have our board approval. And this resolution will be given to our local delegation, and then it will be presented to the General Assembly for a vote during their next legislative session in Atlanta. And both houses, House and Senate, will have to vote. So, that being said, we will need a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion.
I think Mr. Ivory actually, you're fine.
Sorry.
Mr. Ivory.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion that we approve the legislative delegation resolution as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the legislative delegation resolution as presented. Are there any questions or comments? Okay, there being none, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay. Motion approved, 7-0. I will also say thanks to Mr. Girls, who I think had to work overtime over the weekend to get this ready for us today. So thank you, Mr. Girls. Okay, next we'll move on to the next item, which is our 2025 Houston County Board of Education meeting calendar. Dr. Rogers.
Good evening. I bring for your approval the 25 proposed Houston County Board of Education meeting schedule. As in the prior years, this one follows our normal schedule. There are some changes when we have holidays and/or a GSBA conference.
Okay, are there any questions or comments for Dr. Rogers regarding the calendar for next year? Okay, all right, then we will need a motion to approve the 2025 meeting calendar. Ms. Johnson.
Yes, ma'am, I'd like to make a motion to approve the 25 proposed Houston County Board of Education meeting schedule as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the 2025 Houston County Board of Education meeting calendar. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, motion approved, 7-0. Okay, our next item are our personnel reports. Dr. Brown.
Good evening. I bring for your approval the December 2024 personnel report. I'll begin with the certified retirements and resignations. We had 4 elementary, 2 middle, 2 high school, 1 system-wide, for a total of 9. This time last year we had 6. Certified transfers, we had 1 elementary and 0 at the middle, high school, and system-wide, for a total of 1. This time last year we had 3. Certified new hires, we had 2 elementary and 0 middle, 1 high school, 0 system-wide, for a total of 3. This time last year 4. Certified vacancies, we had 2 elementary, 2 middle school, 2 high school, 1 system-wide, total of 7. And this time last year we had 7 as well. Classified retirements and resignations 16, classified transfers 11, classified new hires 23, classified vacancies 55. This time last year we had 66.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Brown. Are there any questions for Dr. Brown regarding the personnel reports? If not, we will need a motion. Mr. Nichols.
Madam Chair, I recommend that I make a motion that we accept the personnel reports as written.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the personnel reports as presented. Or any additional questions, comments? If not, all those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved, 7-0. Okay, let me find my next sheet of paper. Piece of paper, I know it's here. There it is. All right, the next item is item D, ICB Construction Group. Dr. Brown, I'm sorry.
Yes, I bring for your approval, I request your approval for the agreement with ICB Construction Inc. for the interior renovations to Centerville Elementary School. This will be paid for out of our East Bluffs program. Financial impact is $5,338,180.
Okay, are any questions or comments for Dr. Brown regarding the ICB Construction Group being responsible for the Centerville Elementary interior renovation project? All right, we will need a motion. Mr. Upshaw.
Yes, Madam Chair, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agreement with ICB Construction Group for the Centerville Elementary interior renovation project, which has a financial impact of $5,338,180.
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the agreement with ICB Construction Group. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved, 7-0. Okay, and then the last item on our under new business, you're usually first. I'm surprised. Okay. Okay, financial reports, Mrs. Morris. Okay.
This evening, I bring before you the October financial reports for board approval. For general fund for the month of October, we had assets of $114,108,000. Liabilities is $32,597,000. And fund equity is $81,511,000. General fund had revenues in October of $32,033,000 and total expenditures of $34,142,000. Debt service for the month of October had assets and fund equity of $6,691,000. And for October, our debt service had revenues of $3,168,000 with no expenditures. Capital projects for October had assets and fund equity in the amount of $59,045,000. And our revenues for capital projects in October were $239,000, and our expenditures were $3,634,000. Other programs for October had assets of $17,415,000, liabilities of $1,768,000, and a fund equity of $15,647,000. Revenues for other programs in October were $5,332,000, and expenditures were $5,443,000. Our preliminary November financial information for general fund, we had assets of $117,921,000, liabilities of $35,929,000, and a fund equity of $81,992,000. General fund revenues for November were $31,951,000, and expenditures of $31,471,000. Debt service for November had assets and fund equity of $9,501,000. Revenues for debt service in November were $2,811,000. This is our final sales tax deposit to our debt service fund. Starting next month, we'll have the full amount being deposited in the capital projects account. Our expenditures for debt service is $2,000 for the month of November. Sorry, there's a slide. Assets and fund equity for capital projects. Capital projects for November had assets and fund equity of $58,099,000. Revenues for capital projects for November were $746,000. Partial was our SLOSS receipts, and then expenditures were $1,691,000. Other programs for November had assets of $15,472,000, liabilities of $1,780,000, and a fund equity of $13,692,000. Other programs for November had revenues of $2,131,000 and expenditures of $4,086,000. Our ad valorem tax receipts for our fiscal year to date is $2,306,000, and we should receive our largest ad valorem receipts next month in December, and some also in January. For our sales tax, our local option sales tax calendar year to date receipts is $35,928,000, and for our education special purpose local option sales tax, we have received $35,926,000 calendar year to date. Respectively, for our loss, it's 4.14% over last year's collections for the same time period, and for our East loss, it is 4.25% over prior year collections. And the last item is our title ad valorem tax. Fiscal year to date total, we have received $3,695,000. If you recall, the budget was set a little bit lower. It's at $10 million. Our collections was $10.9 million. So we feel like we're in good standing to collect what we budgeted for, even though it says it's a little lower collections than prior year. And that's the financial report for this evening.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Morris. Are there any questions or comments from Ms. Morris at this time? Okay, if not, I will need a motion for Mr. Crockett.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the October 2024 financial reports as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the October 2024 financial reports as presented. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Motion approved, 7-0. Okay, I don't believe there's anyone who wants to talk to us tonight to wishes to address the board, but we do have some items for executive session for personnel matters. So we will need a motion to go into executive session at this time.